extras?
Fine.
What's wrong?
I can't think of an intro. I've done literally hundreds of them and I'm not inspired. I cannot think of an intro for this review.
We could saw Alistair out again. He's usually good for a laugh.
Technically. No, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and use AI. Is ChatGPT up and running?
It's not running anymore.
Good. ChatGPT, I need an intro.
Hey, Chester, wake up. We need another thingy for an intro. It's for a film called,
Truck Turner.
Yeah, Truck Turner. Come on, what you got?
Where's my wife? Tell me where my wife is. I want to know where my wife is. Tell me.
Okay, that's enough.
Aha! We have an intro! Greetings, Genovese! Where's my wife? Where's my wife? Please tell me, where's my wife?
These introductions are getting a tad esoteric.
Yeah, where do you think she's getting her ideas?
There's a girl that's so fine, with stars in her eye. Who she loved and who loved her?
From the director of Milk Float Turntables and Traffic, probably, comes Truck Turner. Truck Turner came out at the height of the Blaxploitation craze, pretty much on the strength of Isaac Hayes' legendary theme song for Shaft.
Shut your mouth.
I'm just talking about Shaft. Hayes plays Mac, Truck Turner, a former American football player turned bounty hunter, who in a supreme display of Hayes' acting ability has none of the raw charisma of Hayes' music. What? What? Really? Okay, he's just not good at acting. Oh no!
Nate didn't sound right. Go see what he wants. Court-certified copy of bail bond and authorization to surrender on a pervert named Garrity. What I tell him? Tell him you got some good stuff. Tell him it ain't nothing but the truth. She's mine, Francis. No, man, I'm a faggot.
Hayes kinda plays Mac Truck Turner, a former American football player turned bounty hunter, who has a passion for awkwardly stumbling through scenes with the raw sexual charisma of a manatee. He's unfairly put against the human charisma volcano that is Yaphet Kotto and Nichelle Nichols, who's slumming it. She knows he's slumming it, but she's never had the chance to play a villainous pimp before, and she's gonna pimp slap the fuck out of your image of her for the rest of your life.
And when I call you, I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear? I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear?
Also be sampled by Rob Zombie. Yeah, this film isn't great, but at least it's memorably not great. Anyway, Oxymoron Films presents some guys desperately trying to get the sets built before the premiere. Isaac Hayes is doing the soundtrack, I hope.
There's a girl that's so fine, with stars in her eye. Who she loved and who loved her?
Well, at least he's not being completely wasted. Well, that's the finest, mostly white pussy I've seen in a Blaxploitation film thus far. Poor bastards, fighting over Isaac Hayes' concert tickets, not even realizing that he's just off screen, driving past with a mic.
Suck on my chocolate salted balls. Stick 'em in your mouth and suck 'em.
Okay, when did they stop crediting actors and start crediting the weight loss pills they were on? Oh, I bet you are. You know, I love the hitchhiking camera operator. A truly efficient way to get B-roll. B for bonds. Bail bonds. I just want you to know that Hayes' backup voices were provided by Hot Buttered Soul Unlimited. Because that is the most Blaxploitation credit I have ever seen. And it feels kind of wasted less than 3 minutes into this film. Anyway, after watching a cat try to steal Truck's jacket. Lol. We've a bit of a tangent from me because Wes Craven and Sam Raimi had a bit of a back and forth between their films. Evil Dead has a torn Hills of Eyes poster because it's half as scary as Evil Dead. Nightmare on Elm Street features Nancy watching Evil Dead and turning it off because people want to see a Nightmare on Elm Street, not Evil Dead. And then Freddy's glove is hanging from the ceiling in Evil Dead 2 because
Freddy's hanged himself rather than face Ash.
The idea was to take this other thing that was a slight rival and cheekily say that you're better than it. And this features the musical equivalent because what music does Truck Turner listen to? Otis Redding. That feels kind of self-defeating on Mr. Hayes' part. Anyway, somewhere in this human sty is a telephone.
Yeah.
It's time to take care of business.
Well, it's a good thing he called. If he didn't, he'd be liable to be found mummified in fast food wrappers in 3 years, alongside the cat who tried to eat him and had a coronary.
Francis, I forgot to feed you last night. I'm sorry about that. You pissed on my shirt.
And I'll do it again! You know, what they say is true. Revenge is a dish best served warm and stinking a piss.
You smell like piss.
Like I said before, Truck's a bounty hunter, and he and his buddy Jerry have a job to do. After highlighting how dangerous cars were before seatbelts.
Shit, you fixing to kill us?
You won't feel a thing, bro. You're in the death seat.
Oh my God.
If the dashboard doesn't kill you, the camera will. And if the camera doesn't, the fat guy operating it definitely will.
Oh my God.
So, what's the job? First up, ignoring the hitchhiking camera operator. Still at filming B-roll. Second, head to the military base and deal with even stiffer white dicks than the local sex workers have to.
You two are cops?
He jumped bail. We got to bring him in.
We got us a couple of Negroes.
Well, it looks like Truck just invaded the USA. Civil wars have started over less. It's a real David and Goliath conflict. In real life, David rarely wins, and Truck is no David.
Ah, Dave, if only you'd listen.
Now, what the hell was I supposed to do? Let them drive on through like they own the place?
Well, if Dave had been paying attention, he'd realise that laws are tragic things that happen to people who aren't Truck Turner. I love Truck's outfit, the rare triple denim. Jeans, denim jacket, denim trench coat. The sort of thing a redneck Doctor Who would wear. Truck and Jerry are here to meet General Radium Poisoning and pick up a soldier who skipped bail.
Garrity's a good man. Oh, of course he has his problems.
Look, Major, your man Garrity raped a 13-year-old girl.
Well, I bet he's kicking himself for not waiting a few more weeks and doing it in Vietnam like a normal soldier.
Let Garrity leave the base.
And if not, Truck will do the kicking for him.
You're just another nigger. What an overgrown closet.
Oh, man. That is just undignified.
The poor direction, the cartoony angles, the silly sound effects.
Not just like a nostalgia critic fight scene.
I thought I said that.
Though are we sure that is actually the guy? He does not look like a soldier. Or does the military keep a selection of scuzzy guys in a cupboard to fob off when the law comes knocking? Anyway, beating by jump cut administered, the cameraman can't fit in the car anymore, so they leave him behind to get yet more B-roll to randomly cut to every so often. Truck's also taken the time to visit his girlfriend Annie. She spent the last few weeks, /months, /years, depending on how long it took him to carve that mountain of rubbish, in the arms showroom /jail.
I'm doing this time. I ain't letting it do me.
Well, of course not. You got a cellmate for that.
That's my girl. Don't let this bullshit get you down.
You know, he seems pretty apologetic. Do you think he took her in? Like some next level bondage that went wrong?
Or went very right, depending on how into it they are.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
It is tough with a partner in jail. And he's been getting through it with the aid of rampant lesbianism. Well, Truck's been on an early form of PrEP.
Last time I listened to you, they put penicillin in my ass.
So everybody gets it once.
Some twice.
Well, what can I say? Jerry with his pink shirt and red corduroy trousers, Truck being sculpted from raw hamburger. They turned each other's heads.
You got that right, my man, all the way to the bone.
See a broad to get that booty yak 'em? Leg her down or smack 'em, yak 'em. Cold got to be.
Anyway, fun's over, so it's time to get back to work, which sets you free apparently. Did not see that coming. Anyway, Truck and Jerry's boss is Little Richard's cousin. Surprisingly large Richard. Nah, he's called, and I shit you not, Nate Dinwiddie.
It sounds like baby's first racist slur.
In the office, we're introduced to the pet office Whitey, here to yell backstory.
Hey, you know, I seen you play. You got hurt, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And steal beer. And Truck's just about out of backstory. He's not exactly a deep character. Thank fuck. Hayes is already drowning what passes for nuance.
Hey there, you still think the women in Tahiti walking around with their tits hanging out?
That's right.
Call it by its traditional name, Tit-Haiti. White people ruined that place by introducing shame, Christianity, and bras. One thing you notice while watching this is just how far out of his depth Isaac Hayes is.
Man, Tahiti's just like Miami Beach.
He's getting outacted by pros, amateurs, and probably once or twice, by people who weren't even acting because they didn't know they were in a film. It's probably the worst acting job a musician would do until Susan Boyle in The Christmas Candle.
Come on, bitches too. You're not the first clergyman I've seen in his underpants.
Or Susan Boyle in BMX Bandats.
Look out!
Till I dream he comes.
He really should have evened the odds by singing every take until they made it a musical. I know I've been ragging on Hayes' acting, but I don't feel bad about that because Truck is a dickhead.
Hey, what the hell's going on here?
We call it a spade. A spade.
Hey, man, you creeping. Come on, get some speed up. The streets are clear. Come on, hit it.
Yeah! Oh, what you got me into now, nigga?
Hey, man, it's your car, not mine.
Shoot!
It's like Hayes is just getting his frustrations out on people who are better at acting than him.
Hey, man, you got a nice ride, but you should drive more carefully.
This theme will continue into the next scene, where he meets Dick Miller.
Hi, Hey, Jerry. Glad to see you. I got a real easy one here, but you're gonna like this.
This is not fair. It's like they brought in the Harlem Globetrotters, white guy pink suit division, to play a basketball game against the last remaining member of a hospice's under-10 lawn bowling team.
So, you bring them home, you got yourself $250 a piece.
It's like Miller's outfit is an attempt to handicap him and make Hayes look better by comparison.
He's got 2 primes. So $800.
Anyway, the dynastic duo want more money to bring the target in.
All right, $400, Jerry.
Plus, you know, his name's Gator.
Also known as Gator.
They'll need swamp insurance, boat rental, a big aquarium to store him in. Costs mount.
1,000.
And make it snappy. Gator's a dangerous man. Probably. But Truck and Jerry have something better on their side. The promise of a fuckload of money because Dick Miller's desperate.
Tell the truth, man. No one else will go after him, will they?
No.
$1,000.
Each. What? Turner!
Okay, deal arranged. The next 20 minutes of plot set up. So it's time for Truck to drop in at the high-end restaurant salon, where they store all the women between scenes with threats of sexual violence.
Oh, check out that big piece of chocolate cake!
I believe they call this being cat piss called.
You pissed on my shirt.
You smell like piss.
There are a number of reasons to watch this film, and Nichelle Nichols is at least 2 of them.
She's playing Dorinda, a pimp and associate of Gator's. The closest thing Truck has to a lead.
You don't look like cops, but you smell like trouble.
That is not the trouble you're smelling.
You smell like piss.
Tell me something.
Hailing frequencies. Open, baby.
This ain't Sears Roebuck, nigga. So you just take that money and shove it up your ass, you bounty hunting son of a bitch.
I fucking love her. It's like someone reminded her that William Shatner's not dead yet, and she just started ad-libbing.
I hope you do run in the Gator so he can cut your goddamn throat.
The scene went well. So well it led to Dorinda getting stalked by Jerry and his casual pornography, and her warning Gator about Truck, so he runs. But Truck and Jerry, being the Barons of Hazard, are prepared for this.
Prepared with the second least necessary way to enter a car in the 70s.
Okay, I love the white couple on their way to or from tennis, desperately trying to ignore whatever nonsense is going on.
Gator drives like a 7-year-old playing Saints Row for the first time.
Dresses like it too. This was the Tree of Tener, the loneliest tree in the world, and it was a single tree standing in the middle of the Sahara Desert, 170 miles from the nearest other tree. I say was because rather famously someone ran into it and killed it. But rather less famously, I suspect it happened while filming this car chase. And how do you start off with a car that colour and make it more recognisable as the scene goes on? But really, how is this overlong sub-Brian Trenchard Smith car chase all throughout the whole city? It's alright. Car chases are like pizza, are really hard to completely fuck up, unless someone literally takes a dump in the middle of it. Okay, there's car crashes, and then there's an attempt to perfect the external combustion engine. Hey, look, truck, he's getting away on that plane!
Sure glad that wasn't our plane.
But a mere plane crash, and many smaller car crashes, aren't enough to stop a loudly dressed alligator man, so the chase continues on foot. Oh, a bridge over troubled water. Okay, I do like the bit where they randomly have a Scooby-Doo style chase in the middle of the Large Hadron Collider. Another hijacking more cars! Well, of course, it's harder to have car crashes on foot.
Move it! You don't move this truck, I'm gonna blow your goddamn brains out. Now move it!
I'd listen to him, dude. You're gonna make the film longer. Either with more chasing, or they just film your funeral.
You know, I'm wondering if someone just wanted a minute of exciting music to put over a car chase, and a zero was put in the wrong place in the memo to the composer, and they felt obligated to use the whole thing. My darling Cora, as we enter minute 6 of this interminable chase, morale is low. Its conclusion seems farther away than ever, possibly because it's driving away. Nothing but your love steals my soul in the darkness, but I remain confident that it will reach
Hey, what you reading, babe? Oh, just a letter from the other you? I don't know why, but she's still calling me Cora? Ah, must be watching a movie. Yeah, probably really bad one.
Any of you guys want to make some money? I'll get every man in here $50 bill to stop two pups from coming through that door.
Okay, this is just a 1970s Daredevil villain plot. $50 could buy you a lot back then, though. For instance, it's buying us Blaxploitation Dynasty Warriors.
You two hear the news on the radio?
No.
A riot's broken out downtown.
How come?
Who knows how these things get started?
All right, y'all, let's stop this move!
You know, I just realized that between the chase, the carjacking, breaking into that facility, trying to feed a man a pool ball, the gun, and the rest, Chuck's almost got a full set of violent crimes. All he's missing is some sort of sexual assault.
So every man drop his pants. Everybody, drop them!
Mm-hmm! Bingo!
At least he can just disappear into the streets. Another anonymous, violent man in the city.
If anybody asks you what happened, tell them you've been hit by a truck. Matt Truck Turner.
Oh, well, fuck that idea then, I guess.
Hey, what's going on over there, huh?
You two! You know, I would wonder why a restaurant is letting them get cleaned up in their kitchen, but I think the last scene explains it quite neatly. So, in need of a new lead, Truckhead's been a friend of his, a retired pimp called Duke.
You looking good, Duke.
You look like Scatman Crothers, Duke. You got a glow about you. Must be that jazzy, shining shirt you've got on. Also looking a lot like a scenic and scamp.
Shut up and get your ass back to work.
Sorry, Scatman Crothers, you rule. Anyway, after roughing up American James Nesbitt, they tracked down one of Gator's underlings. Okay, I have some experience in this area, and it's going to take a much bigger bounce than that to make him talk. Okay, yeah, that'll either definitely do it or definitely won't, depending on how he lands.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is just a co-op game of GTA Online.
Long story shortish, they drag Gator's underling to his boss's safe house, and he's to convince that unholy union between Flava Flav and Danny Trejo to come out and meet with them.
Sorry, man, but I got some dynamite stuff here.
Listen, is anybody with you?
You tell them I'm not here!
That's it.
Thankfully, that phone box isn't 20 feet away from the safe house, and the love child of Cat and Dwayne Dibley is not really paranoid and constantly looking outside for truck turner-based trouble, or this might be a strategic mistake on his part. Hey, what does /S mean?
Hey, do me a favor, call the cops. Cops, what do you want to call the cops?
Isaac Hayes is a one-man degentrification campaign. See you later, alligator.
Well, he's dead. Good thing as a bounty hunter, Truck has a license to kill and break every other law known to man and God, apparently.
Hey, man, looks like we get a bonus.
Okay, who unleashed Iggy Pop? And why did you show them the deranged scissors scene at the end of Dead Again?
Bitch.
Don't look at me. I'm irrelevant.
Right. And $100 each. What for? Medical expenses.
We're about halfway through an 80-minute movie, so... No, you stop!
And don't call me a boss. I know I've put on weight recently, but I'm kind of sensitive about it. Plus, you know, I like to eat.
Okay, I think it's time we got to meet the real villain of the movie, apart from the malignant racist system put into place centuries before the film began. I am, of course, talking about that sexual behemoth, Yaphet Kotto. But joke's on all of us, because before that, Truck's got a pissed off girlfriend to be late in picking up.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late, but I had to cancel check.
Okay, now I can't tell if this is a bad performance, or if Isaac Hayes not acting and he's just like that. Anyway, I think this is the film that Samurai Cop spent 90 minutes failing to be.
Could have brought me some flowers.
I got some beer.
Perhaps the most surprising thing about this film is that for all of his crimes, Truck's not been sleeping with another woman. I can make this joke because adultery was technically illegal in California until 2 years after they made this. But I suppose it makes sense. He always has pussy at home.
Okay, so I made a mistake.
Baby, oh baby, I need you.
This is fucking amazing. Hayes' hype man is a sexier, more charismatic version of himself.
Hey, it's just like us.
Gonna keep on loving you.
He never pets me like that. Oh, wait, there it is. It's Gator's funeral, and the who's who of the fancy dress world of organized crime are in attendance. It looks like there's even representatives from the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and even somehow the 1980s. And making his big entrance is Yaphet Kotto as Harvard Blue, a man so cool he wears fur in a summer heat wave.
He's from Phoenix. It's a sign of respect. They are desert people. Moisture is important. They wear still suits, I assume.
Anyway, with Nichelle Nichols' partner Gator dead, his friends and rivals are circling for a stable of extras. But she has a plan, and luckily she's her own mirror universe double, only slightly more subtle.
Now you whores sit down, I want to talk to you. Anybody thinking about leaving here is going to find my left foot swing up their ass. Do you understand it?
What?
Shut up, you junkie whore!
It's like she psyched herself up by watching episodes of Tech War before each take.
I'm talking to you. And those two bitches that left, they better learn to sell pussy in Iceland. Because
that's why mums go to Iceland.
Because if I ever see them again, I'm going to cut their fucking throats. I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear? You hear? I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear?
Yes, the best part of any funeral, the sex worker showroom.
These all prime-cut bitches, $238,000 worth of dynamite. It's Fort Knox in Penny.
Seriously, this might be the most fun any actor has ever had on or off screen.
Shit, her clients think she's too good to fuck. They call her Colonel Sanders
because she looks damn good in a white suit and mustache. So, what's going on? Nichols doesn't want to sell her stable. She doesn't even want to take over Gator's business as. Oh no, she wants revenge. And more importantly, to be referenced in Hub with a Shotgun. Fake trailer and actual movie.
I want that bastard Truck Turner, and I want him dead. The man who kills him gets my broads.
Hobo with a shotgun.
I want that hobo's head on my wall tonight, and whoever brings it to me gets all my broads.
I want that hobo's head on my wall, and whoever brings him to me gets all my broads.
Oh. It's done.
Yeah, but it took a few decades. I mean, Jason Eisner had to be born for one thing.
So there's a bounty on Truck's head, and let's see how many people die fucking this up. Because, as Yaphet Kotto has realised, one does not simply kill Truck Turner.
I'm going to say goodbye to you, because there's many of you here that I will not see again.
Try not to step on the organ on your way out. Damn, that was expensive. The first attempt is made while Truck and his girlfriend are out in the city.
Hey, that's him!
You sound kind of surprised for a guy who's about to ambush him. But I guess the 800,000th random guy walking past is the charm.
Hey, now wait a minute, man. Now you said kill a nigger. That's Truck Turner.
Take it from me. This place here changes a man.
Oh, yeah? In what way?
I used to be white.
Man, that's fuck you, man!
Good call, Keegan-Michael Key.
Okay, you'd think that a bullet going at that angle would have gone right through and hit her, but thankfully 90% of what Truck eats is made of brick. Guys, calm down. You're scaring the thruple. Truck turn dot.
Why were they shooting at us?
I don't know, but I'll find out. I'm going to find out.
Common enough reaction to seeing someone try and pull off the full Pertwee, though I think Yaphet just about manages that.
The sky is about to open up in your head.
A presence science cannot deny exists within, outside, behind the latitude of the human mind.
Better retire. Take a vacation.
Cross the void beyond the mind, the empty space that circles time. Seek where others stumble blind, to seek a truth they never find.
You've got 10 seconds.
Okay, I'll make like a crinoid and leave. Yeah, if it is working with this guy, Ethan Hawke, if he led a Mad Max gang called the Butt Pirates of San Fran. That'd be ridiculous, though. He's from Austin. Their plan is to kill Turner, get the stable, and not die, in that order. And yeah, if it doesn't care much about the last part when it comes to his partner. Anyway, back with Truck, a threesome's in danger of breaking out.
She's mine, Francis.
Denied.
So, unwilling to compete with the cat's clearly superior charisma, Truck puts it out, and for the second time in minutes, a guy with a gun mistakes Truck for some milk. I assume this is a holdover from the original script where Truck was smaller, paler, and mostly made of liquid.
They wanted Ernest Borgnine to play him.
Okay, that gunman is just Jamiroquai turned to crime. Still a lesser offense than his myriad musical ones. That's for Supersonic! Truck, why don't you stop beating around the bush and just tattoo a big white skull in your chest? These two were hired by Nichelle Nichols and accounted for getting desperate because Turner's not dead yet. Though to be fair, I'm not sure he can die. And Kotto, wearing his worst costume yet, has a measured response to her strategy thus far.
You better wise up. You're liable to lose your ass in those string of bitches you got down there. What are you going to do, become a man?
Well, that would just be a terrible tactical move. Something like 20% of the men in this film have been killed by Truck, and 0% of the woman. But on the plus side, the reaction to the fan dance in Star Trek V would have been even funnier.
I haven't had to sell my pussy since I was 15 and found out I could sell other bitches instead.
Uhura's taste in hollow novels was always better than Janeway's.
Kotto's here to offer a deal. He'll try to kill Turner and die painfully in the attempt for more than just the stable.
I'll kill Truck Turner for half a gator share.
Oh yeah, based in a safe house with its one mostly nude bodyguard. That's clearly worth millions.
Yes or no? Let's go, Val.
Val Yankovic. He's kind of weird.
Okay.
Kotto's a professional and brings in the big guns, figuratively. These guys are the best at what they do. No idea what that is, though, because it's not killing.
Wendell, I want you to meet some friends I went to school with. Panama, Joe Dante.
You know, suddenly the Dick Miller cameo's looking a lot more explicable. Anyway, Kotto's gonna use one of Truck's tactics against him. He grabs his boss and forces him to call him in.
Good thing Truck doesn't sleep. He waits.
Better thing, Truck would rather keep waiting than go in, so he sends Jerry instead.
Nate didn't sound right. Go see what he wants.
Holy fuck! It's like a paintball game with a V2!
You know, there's a non-0% chance that he landed in a hospital.
This ain't trying to...
Oh, fuck that idea then.
Of course you realize this means war.
Okay, I'm not sure if he's practicing his dead-eyed stare to prepare for when he has to quit South Park, or if he's pissed off because someone behind the camera suggested he try acting. Anyway, in a bit of an oversight, Kotto's men left Truck's boss alive, but barely conscious.
Just like Gerald Ford.
Sleep tight, Papa. And look after him for me, please.
Anyway, a cop has arrived to very kindly remind us that logically, Truck should already be in jail.
I found I'm gonna blow this out.
Yeah, well, if they jump bail, you got him. If not, it's my head.
I'm gonna get him.
You got a permit to carry that gun. Don't do nothing to lose that permit.
You're right. He should avoid doing any serious crimes and limit himself to murder, hijacking, and some light sexual assault.
The methadone of crimes, if you will.
So, you're warning him off what exactly? Embezzlement?
That's the way I figured. Somebody wants your ass.
He's Isaac Hayes. A lot of people wanted his ass until they saw him in this. When they get home, they discover that Kotto has escalated the conflict from killing and maiming Truck's friends and co-workers to someone he doesn't care about.
Well, joke's on them. The hanging didn't kill him. The brain cell escaped.
Truck has to keep his girlfriend safe. They've already hit everyone else he knows. So naturally, he gets her arrested.
Hey, let's go shopping.
And probably not for the first time. At least she'll be safe. After all, one place crime lords never have people is in jail. Hey, she's already been in several times before. It'd serve him right, and to a lesser extent, her right for still being with him, if she was given a couple of years for this. Anyway, his girlfriend and her concerns for his safety are locked up where they can't get him. It's time for Truck to get his finale on with an explosive new strategy, threatened gun rape.
No, Papa.
You open this goddamn gate, you're gonna get the biggest enema of your life. What do you want? Where's Blue, your partner?
I don't have a partner named Blue.
If you don't tell me where that son bitch is, this bitch is gonna deep throat this 6-inch barrel.
Wait.
This pairs extremely well with my explosive new strategy of threatened shot taking.
I think with Truck they were aiming for anti-hero, but they crashed into villain protagonist so hard that it deserves its own episode of fascinating horror.
2170 Sierra.
The action's so bad I feel violated.
I love how he shoots this guy with a magnum and then shoots him twice more as he lies face down in the water. It's like he's trying to drown him with bullets. Anyway, Aztec Zone complete, it's time to head for the Crystal Dome Municipal Hospital. Because nothing peps up a finale more than crying at the bedside of a minor character.
You get him yet? I got the hitman. Haven't got him yet.
Okay, Yaphet seems kind of pissed off that he had to come to Truck for his death scene.
Homicide, live in the hospital!
And I love his little assistant guys, like half chimp, half Ringo Starr.
Man, go see the motherfuckers there. They're king to talk, motherfucker. No, I don't go out there and see the motherfuckers there. I just want the fuck out there, man.
Brave of him to assume that Truck gives a fuck about a small white child. Hey, I just realized, this scene is the end of The Last of Us if anyone but Joel was the main character. And so he dies. And so he eventually dies. Yaphet Kotto's least famous role, guy who should have played Truck Turner. What an avant-garde with a should-have-death scene. Semi-literally.
It's like his body's trying really hard to convince him he's dead.
Well, he's finally dead. What's her up to? Getting reported to Enterprise HR for culturally appropriating Cajun traditional dress. Cool.
You can't do nothing but fuck, so you better work out a way to stay in a house.
Oh, you bitches out of business!
What are you doing, motherfucker?
Touch your ass, bitch. Your ass is leaving.
What are you doing?
Not so much Mac Truck Turner as Mac Ike Turner, then.
You ain't gonna kill no woman.
Anyway, Truck heads off to jail and picks up his girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Amazing what a man who, for some reason, has complete immunity to the law
and bullets
can do.
Hey, you man.
What the hell do you think?
Look, woman, cut the goddamn shit and get your ass in the car.
She's rightfully pissed off, though Truck knows the best way to a woman's heart. Through her pussy.
Give it to me.
And if that didn't work, there's always the other thing.
I got some beer.
Well, that was Truck Turner, and while it was fun, it wasn't great. It was really hampered by its choice of leading man. I suspect they could have got a very similar performance out of a side of beef that sometimes shot people. Then surrounding poor Hayes with people giving over-the-top, eccentric and charismatic performances just compounded the issue. He's a bit like a void at the centre of a colourful tornado of acting. As a Blaxploitation film, this is no Black Caesar, or JD's Revenge, or the Black Gestapo, thank fuck. It's big, dumb fun, kind of like a prototype for the sort of action films we get in the 80s, with all the giant, bulletproof, acting-hampered heroes killing shit.
So, arguably this was ahead of its time. I'm the Amanda Hagan, I have to live with that every day.
Thanks for watching the review. And if you enjoyed it, please feel free to subscribe, or if you want to support the show, you can head over to patreon.com/DeamondaHagan. There you can get early access, see exclusive videos, make requests, and join the Discord. If you're already a patron, then thank you for the support. And leave a comment if you like. YouTube likes it when people talk.